Hi, my name's Todd from sportieshealth.com.au and I'm here today with Dale from Optimum Nutrition. Dale, we have a question. How important is nutrition in bodybuilding and why?
Yeah, right. Nutrition for bodybuilders is the most important thing. I think nutrition for even just the average layperson is probably the most important thing. So without getting your macronutrients right, the correct intake of things like that, what you're trying to achieve on the field or as a bodybuilder, it just won't happen. You won't get the results. So food first and foremost, primarily that's your number one concern. Where we fall down is we all will live busy lives. We have flat out jobs, running around after kids, the whole thing, and you don't get to, the practicality is we just don't get to eat as often or as well as we possibly should. So we're getting things on the go. That's where your supplementations have come in. They're designed to supplement your nutrition already, your macronutrients. It's a way that you can get a good quality, cheap meal in from a liquid source in between your main meals. So we always put a lot of emphasis, I put a lot of emphasis on the bodybuilders I get ready, that they're eating food first and foremost, and then I'm throwing in supplements around your training window or where they can't get to food. So I think absolutely paramount if they're not getting the right nutrition in. These things, they're not miracle cures. They can't do the impossible. So if their food's not right, these aren't going to work the way the person's going to expect.
Brilliant. Thanks very much for that.